Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Iliana Magra, and here are the top headlines of the day in Greece. The highly anticipated trial for the deadly Tempe rail disaster is set to begin in Larissa on March 23rd, bringing a measure of judicial focus after a tragedy that shook Greece. 36 non-political individuals will face trial at the three-member Court of Appeal for criminal cases in Larissa. The judicial process now targets not just immediate railway officials, but also those responsible for the chronic safety gaps that made the collision possible. Now, Greek ships remained in port and train services were halted as workers walked off the job today to protest against planned labor reforms that include the extension of working hours in the private sector. The walkout, the second this month by Greece's largest public and private sector unions, was timed to coincide with a parliamentary debate and a vote this week on the government's draft bill on the reforms. Striking workers, including hospital doctors, marched alongside other protesters to Parliament at noon. The draft law allows employers to extend working hours, gives them more flexibility on short-term hirings, and amends rules on annual leave in the private sector. The government says that the bill will create a more effective and flexible labor market and that the bill protects workers from being fired if they refuse to work overtime. In other news, police have arrested a man who they believe might be an accomplice in the double murder at a campsite in Finikunda in the Peloponnese region on October 5th. The suspect arrived voluntarily to the police headquarters accompanied by his lawyer, while authorities are still searching for the perpetrator, who disappeared on a white motorcycle after shooting the campsite's owner and the site manager. Camera footage indicates that the suspect entered the campsite's reception area and asked the owner and an employee if there was a place for him to stay. When they replied that there wasn't, he pulled out a gun and opened fire before fleeing the scene. Officers have not yet identified the main suspect, as the license plates of the motorcycle were fake, while the registration number corresponded to another vehicle. Now, 2 people died and 19 were rescued from a dinghy during a Greek Coast Guard operation off the northern coast of Rhodes in the eastern Aegean earlier today. Authorities said that the bodies belonged to a man and a child, though no more information was immediately available. Those rescued were safely transported to the port of Rhodes, where they were provided with first aid. Finally, the Greek foreign minister said that Greece is hoping to play an active role both in Gaza and the Middle East by providing humanitarian aid, while adding that these days are historic. We need to grasp the chance for peace that we have today, his Palestinian counterpart noted, arguing that at the end of the road, what the Palestinians see is the creation of an independent Palestinian state. And that's all for today. Tune in again tomorrow for Greece's first English language news bulletin, and ladies and gentlemen, have a good afternoon.